On June 20th, we're going to have a potential catalyst for the entire crypto market. Will this lead to juicy action? Speaking of juicy action, Ripple is working with 10 governments right now regarding CBDCs. Will it lead to XRP price action? You know we'll talk about it. And what are the hottest and newest things in crypto right now? Well, I'm about to show you. So buckle up, kiddos, because it's Monday. I've had a ton of rest, had a little bit of fun on Father's Day. This video is going to be a spicy one.
Choo-choo, bitches.
Happy Monday, crypto and Web3 fans. You found your home for the hottest and latest news. Bitcoin, no heat map. What do we do first? It's the viewers' comments. That's right. You drop me something spicy, maybe I'll share it in the next video. Jeremy Touche dropped some support for the channel. Thank you very much, Jeremy. I appreciate it, kind sir. Says, I hope I'm still young enough to enjoy some XRP action when it goes up. Thanks, Klaus. The only place in the crypto space for truth. It has been hard being an XRP holder, seeing other things out there move. The case could go on for a few more years with appeals. It's all frustrating. Mick Bollinger says, evening, Klaus, from England. We call the end of the bread the crust because it's the outside bit of the loaf. Well, we call it the butt in this house because you don't eat butts. So that's why we don't eat the butts of the bread. Some people out there, yesterday's video called the end of the bread the hoe. Why? Because we don't eat hoes either. What do you call the end of bread? Heat warning. Oh, that's right. It's getting hot as balls out by me. Is it getting hot as balls out by you? Next Saturday, looking at 96 degrees, sunny, hot, and humid. Gonna be sweating some balls, my guys. Bitcoin sitting at 65,501. I got good news for the market coming. Just a couple days. ETH 3510. ETH ETF. Will that get us to 4,000? BNB near 600. TRX would not touch that with a 10-foot pole. Now, ton, that's a different story. XRP bucking the trend right now at 50 cents. Look at the ICP pullback. I've been talking about this. Pumps and dumps. Nothing holds. It's not just about utility. It's about being relevant. It's about being sexy. It's about all that stuff. Crypto's not just going to stay hot. It needs to remain hot to keep people's attention. Speaking of what's hot, it's all the new cryptocurrencies. So for everyone out there that's like, bro, all this stuff that doesn't have utility is going to go to zero. All this stuff that doesn't move money. Nope, and nope. People want what's hot. People want that flashy object over here. What's new? PayPay Pizzeria, Kendu Inu, Trump Train, Baby Brett, Arrow Bud Stelnar, The Resistance. Jesus fucking Christ, is there a lot of dumb shit on this thing. God damn, we're living in a stupid ass fucking society right now. Either way, guess, oh, here's Whiff, second chance. So if you didn't get fucked by Whiff, you get the second time around. So my point is, there's always going to be something new out there. There's always going to be some token out there that tries to steal the next thing. What about Roaring Brett? What about Bretter Brett? Damn. All right, so what's happening on the 20th? Australia. So for all the fans down under, good day, mate. That's my shitty Australian accent. You guys are getting some ETF action. The ASX, otherwise known as the Australian Security Exchange, has approved VanEck's Bitcoin ETF for June 20th. Nice. A spokesperson for the ASX said this: VanEck is the only applicant with the green light so far, and that engagement is ongoing with other issuers. This is what Arian Nairon said from VanEck. Notwithstanding that crypto investing is a polarizing topic, we recognize that Bitcoin is an emerging asset class that many advisors and investors want to access. When we talk about crypto, we don't just talk about utility. We don't just talk about meme and the new thing that just came out. I think those were jets booming the sound barrier, by the way. I just heard my house shake. I think those were jets. Let's hope so, or else there's some shit going down and I need to take care of it. So yeah, you always got something new going on. But think, what about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a store of value play. People putting their money there so they can, avoid inflation, governments and with their stuff. There's a speculative asset to Bitcoin. Now people are also using it as a treasury reserve asset, putting it on their books as well. So there's a lot of use cases for Bitcoin. Bitcoin ETFs we saw were juicy in the United States as billions. In fact, the Australian listing comes in the wake of the 57 billion amassed by US BTFs. So will Australia add some billies to that? All right, what about Ripple confirming collabs with 10 governments on CBDC initiatives? Oh, okay, let's talk about that a little bit. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, who looks always fresh AF in his suits. I will say one thing, though, with Brad Garlinghouse in his suits. He leans a lot to the blue hues. He does. He leans a lot to the bluish hues. I'd like to see him kind of spice it up a little bit, my guy. Kind of venture out a little bit. Don't just stick with the blues. Maybe a little bit of lavender in there, right? I think we would like to see that. A little bit of maybe cyan. Oh, yes. Magenta, that'd be a little bit much, Brad, but you get my point. Do a little bit more than the blues, my guy. Brad Garlinghouse has confirmed that the company is actively collaborating with 10 governments worldwide on CBDCs. Now, CBDCs scare us. Why? Because governments can use CBDCs to control us. They can program them. So what did Brad say? Let's listen.
That is Ripple has invested and is working with about 10 different governments around the world to do central bank digital currencies. I mean, a central bank digital currency is a stablecoin. It's just issued by the government.
Issued by the government and programmable by the government. So yes, good news for Ripple. Good news for Ripple private shareholders. Good news for Brad Garlinghouse and other Ripple associated people working there. Good news for the price? I don't know, man. Let's be real here. I think a lot of us don't want CBDCs. Do you want your government controlling you money-wise? I mean, if you do, that's awesome. No, not really. If you do, you can get the fuck out of this country, because I sure as fuck don't want that in the United States. And you probably don't want a government controlling you in your country. Now, in terms of juicy price action, no. Juicy volume, no. Does this chart here say anything that CBDCs are going to move the price for XRP? No, it doesn't. The price of XRP is tugged mostly by the big hitters in crypto and macroeconomic events. The flow of money, how expensive money is, and the bigs out there like Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes down, it pulls the whole market with it. Bitcoin goes up, it pulls the whole market with it. So CBDCs, Ripple collaboration, good news for Ripple private shareholders and Ripple the company. XRP holders, no, this news ain't going to make you rich. Caffeine, electrolytes, and creatine. My morning brew. Now, what annoys me a bunch with the whole CBDC talk is all the creators out there that say, dude, this is going to be money, 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 money. Number one, people don't want CBDCs. There's a lot of people out there that don't want government control. I mean, think about this, right? Government already tried locking us down in our houses with the Rona. They shut down gyms, which, working out and losing weight improves your health. They shut down parks and outdoor things, which again, being active, fresh air, good for your health. They controlled us, and they tried to control us. What about in China when they put barriers in front of apartment buildings, physically keeping people inside? That's physical control. That's like handcuffing. That's like when you play with your wife and you're like, yo, sister, you want to play a little fun tonight? Let's do a little naughty, thing that rhymes with bondage and it starts with a B. Maybe you play the bond market. But that's physical control. And we can fight physical control fairly easy. Government tells me not to do anything during the Rona. I said, go fuck yourself, government. I'm going to go to the park. I'm just going to park somewhere else and you ain't going to see my car and then I'm going to run. But now in terms of money, do you really want that slippery slope? Do you really want your money to be fully digitized? The government at any time could take it from you. The government could force you to spend it on minority businesses. The government could force you to spend it on offshore companies that they have agreements with. The government could do whatever they want with these CBDCs, and I don't think a lot of us out there really want that kind of control. So for everyone in the Ripple camp that's like, yo, Ripple, CBDCs is going to make us rich. No, it's not going to make us rich. And in fact, a lot of us don't want it because we don't want the governments controlling us even more. So be careful what you ask for out there. And for those of you that say, oh, but I'm getting into Ripple and XRP because, hey, if the government's going to control me, at least I'm going to make some money off of it. Dude, really? Think about it. You want even more government control? You want more government overreach? We already had a pandemic where they did all the stupid lockdowns and, oh, they were banning fishing and stuff like that. The state parks by me were closed. Don't go outside with fresh air, everyone. You might die from fresh air. Yeah. We want those governments to control us even more and to control our money. Girlfriend, you won't be making money off of XRP, Ripple, and CBDCs. You just won't. Because too many people out there like me and most of you are going to fight CBDCs, and any asshole politician that says, oh, I'm going to put a CBDC, and you know what we're going to do? Say fuck you and not vote for you. Happy Monday. Balls, balls, balls. It's going to be hotter than balls. I'll catch you cool cats later. Choo-choo, bitches.